The bridge of the Zetherian scout vessel hummed with nervous energy as Commander Vexthor studied the anomaly on their long-range sensors. For 3 cycles, they had tracked what appeared to be a massive spatial distortion moving through the Kepler expanse, a region considered neutral territory by all known civilizations. Analysis? Vexthor clicked his mandibles impatiently, his chitinous exoskeleton reflecting the pale blue light of the command displays. "Commander," his sensor officer chirped, "the object is unprecedented. It measures 15 kilometers in length. No known species operates vessels of this magnitude. 15 kilometers. The largest Zetherian warship barely reached 2. Even the dreaded Krelnoth dreadnoughts maxed out at 5. What civilization would build something so absurdly massive? Maintain distance. Activate stealth protocols," Vexthor ordered, "and send a priority transmission to the Conclave. They need to know about this." Aboard the UHSV Prometheus, humanity's first Titan-class warship, Lieutenant Lisa Chen sat at her tactical station, fingers dancing across holographic controls. She'd been monitoring the sector for the past hour when a faint signature appeared on the edge of their detection grid. "Captain Reeves," she called out, "we've got company. Small vessel, approximately 40,000 kilometers out. They just activated what looks like a cloaking field, but our quantum sensors are tracking them just fine." Captain Max Reeves stood from his command chair, a slight smile playing at his lips. At 38, he was young for a Titan-class commander, but his record spoke for itself. "So we finally meet the neighbors. Combat status? Negative, sir. They're holding position. Sensors indicate minimal weapons capability. It's a scout ship." Max nodded thoughtfully. Humanity had only entered the galactic stage 6 months ago, after achieving faster-than-light travel through the revolutionary Chen Nakamura Drive. The Prometheus was Earth's statement to whatever lay beyond. Humanity was here and they weren't prey. "Lisa, can you get me a visual?" "Working on it, sir." Her fingers flew across the interface. "Got it." Putting it on main screen. The view screen flickered to life, revealing a sleek, organic-looking vessel that resembled an enormous beetle. Its surface rippled with bioluminescent patterns, clearly attempting to mask its presence. "Beautiful," Max murmured. "Hail them! Let's see if they want to talk." Vexthor nearly fell from his command platform when every system on his ship suddenly screamed in alarm. "Commander, they've locked onto us. Our stealth field is useless." "How?" Vexthor demanded. "Our technology is generations beyond anything in the expanse." "Unknown, Commander. But they're hailing us." Vexthor's 3 hearts hammered in his chest cavity. To be detected so easily, to be targeted by a ship that massive. If these beings were hostile, his crew wouldn't last 30 seconds. "Open a channel," he said quietly, preparing himself for what might be his final moments. The view screen activated and Vexthor found himself staring at them. Bipedal, bilateral symmetry. Remarkably similar to the Krynoth, but with less pronounced features. The one in the center, clearly the Alpha, had short, dark fur on its head and eyes that held an unsettling mixture of curiosity and confidence. "This is Captain Max Reeves of the United Human Space Vessel Prometheus," the being said, its translation matrix quickly adapting to their language protocols. "We mean you no harm. We're explorers from a planet called Earth, and you're the first alien species we've encountered. We'd very much like to talk if you're willing." "Humans." Vexthor filed the name away, his analytical mind already racing. "I am Commander Vexthor of the Zetherian Conclave. Your vessel. It is unlike anything in our databases. How is such a construction possible?" The human called Max smiled, a facial expression Vexthor's xenopsychology training identified as positive. "We're builders, Commander. It's kind of our thing." The Prometheus took 5 years and the combined resources of 3 planetary mining operations. She's equipped with habitats for 50,000 personnel, manufacturing facilities, agricultural bays, and enough firepower to crack a moon. But she's not a warship, not really. She's a mobile city, a home for exploration and, if necessary, defense. 50,000. Vexthor's mind reeled. His entire scout ship held a crew of 27. "Your weapons capabilities?" Vexthor asked carefully. Another human, female, Vexthor's computer helpfully noted, spoke up. She had long dark hair pulled back in a practical style. "Commander Vexthor, I'm Lieutenant Lisa Chen, Tactical Officer. The Prometheus carries 400 plasma lance batteries, 80 missile tubes with a magazine of 6,000 warheads, point defense grid coverage of 98%, and a spinal-mounted particle beam cannon powered by a contained fusion core. We also have a complement of 300 fighter craft and 12 corvettes. The bridge of Vexthor's ship fell silent. Those specifications weren't just impressive, they were terrifying. A single human vessel carried more destructive power than the entire Zetherian home defense fleet. Why? Vexthor finally asked. Why build something so overwhelming? Captain Max's expression grew serious. Because we've learned hard lessons, Commander. Our history is written in wars, conflicts, and near extinctions. We've learned that peace is something you prepare for, not something you hope for. The Prometheus and her sister ships exist so that humanity never has to bow to anyone, but also so that we can extend our hand in friendship from a position of strength, not desperation. He leaned forward slightly. We're not conquerors, Commander Vexthor, but we're not victims either. We'd like to meet your conclave, share knowledge, establish trade routes, maybe even friendship, but we'll do it as equals. Vexthor studied the human commander for a long moment. There was no bravado in his words, no threats. Just a simple, terrifying truth. Humanity had entered the galaxy, and they had done so on their own terms. I will relay your message to the conclave, Vexthor said slowly. I suspect they will be very interested in meeting your species. And Commander Vexthor? Yes, Captain Reeves? Welcome to the neighborhood. As the channel closed, Vexthor settled back into his command seat, his mind whirling with the implications of this first contact. The galaxy had just become a very different place. On the Prometheus, Lisa glanced at Max with a raised eyebrow. Think that went well, sir? Max grinned. I think we just made the universe sit up and take notice, Lieutenant. Now comes the interesting part, seeing what they do about it. The massive Titan-class warship continued its journey through the Kepler expanse, a statement of human determination written in titanium, plasma, and hope. Behind them, a small Zetherian scout rushed home with news that would reshape the Conclave's understanding of their place in the cosmos. Humanity had arrived, and the galaxy would never be the same.